I was thinking, in regards of the mandates and the required vaccination situation, and my situation as far as work and what to do when it's time for me to leave work, if I have to leave work. And I'm seeing these articles or these posts with basketball players turning down millions of dollars because they don't want to take the vaccine. And this is where I was saying, one, you have to soldier up, and you have to believe in the Most High. You got to believe the Most High is going to be with you, and as hard as things get, you have to believe scriptures. The Most High said you would never see or see any of his servants begging for bread. And you're gonna serving the Most High, you're gonna have good times and you're gonna have bad times. Bottom line. And this is a time to prepare yourself or when that comes. It's funny. I constantly go over my finances, to make sure I'm well organized as far as my finances are concerned. And I was thinking along the lines of how deep I'm in a hole financially, and I need to get some money up real quick for some taxes. I have a tax issue I have to deal with. And out of the blue, this is when this cryptocurrency took off, this Shiba Inu. And it was like a blessing from the Most High. And this is what I'm talking about, man. If you keep things just simple and you focus tight and hard on the Most High, things just work out. And I end up cashing out with about $1,400, out of nothing. Well, on top of what I have on the coin. But the point is, and now the coin is it went down lower than it was. I think it's like down now. But the point is, you have to fight in the Most High. You have to fight your fears. You have to confront your fears, and you have to fight your fears. And you have to mobilize spiritually. In other words, put yourself back together. We all fall apart sometimes, but you have to put yourself back together and focus back on the Most High. And in a lot of the areas, we all slip. We all slip, and the fight we once had, we lose some of that fight. We get spiritually flabby and out of shape. And at some point, you have to start exercising your spirit back in the Most High. Whether it's camp, whether it's your classes, whether it's your study habits, whether it's your reading of the Hebrew, whether it's your history, you have to get it back together. Because, the Most High, his hand is out. And a lot of times we see that hand out, but the effort and what's required of us, we run from that. And if you can't do it full throttle, do it in pieces. Do it in pieces. That's how I work, because we got a lot on our plates right now. And the Most High understands that. We all have, a lot that we're carrying, whether it's family, finances, health, personal family issues, you name it. But the best start is a start. And that situation with that coin, that crypto coin, showed me never give up, because truly my back was really starting to get against the wall, and that showed me never ever give up. 1, 2, separate yourselves from weak, dead weight people. 3, keep things simple. 4, start all over again in the Most High. Redo and remake yourself all over again in the Most High. Keep things simple. If you think about now, all the way back to the 80s, if you're that old, in the 90s, life was a lot simpler. Today, everything is fast. Today, everything is crazy. Today, nothing matters. Today is hustle and bustle. Things are very different today. I'm telling you, the best thing you could do is start fresh and keep things simple, and start putting yourself back together, or yourselves back together. This is for brothers and sisters. I mean, I know in my spirit that this is not going to be an easy cakewalk. This is not going to be an easy travel. This is not going to be an easy journey. But it begins with you. You have to fix you. You can't blame nobody for your weaknesses and your falls, and you can't blame anyone for your shortcomings. You have to fix and do you. And the thing is, you don't have to be the greatest servant of the Most High. You don't have to be the wisest servant of the Most High. You don't have to be the best warrior of the Most High. You just have to serve the Most High. You just have to serve the Most High. 1, 2, 3. It's that simple. I think a lot of times we make things harder than we make things harder than the things really actually are. I think we do that. I think that's a common problem among Israel. But this whole situation, which when your livelihood is at stake, this is a telling sign of where you stand in the Most High. This is a sure way of measuring your strength in the Most High. I was watching that old Will Smith movie with him and his son, and it's supposed to be in the future, and Will Smith plays plays a general and the father of a troubled son. And one thing he was telling his son is that fear is not real. And that's true. Fear is not real. Fear is something that just comes up, entwines itself with your spirit if you let it. And it works in degrees. The more you fight and the more you focus, the better warrior you are in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You have to fight, and you have to focus, and you have to be fearless. Fight, focus, and be fearless in the Most High. And when you do that and you're consistent with it, it becomes like second nature after a while. But again, you have to put yourselves back together. You have to pick up the broken pieces and glue yourselves back together in the Most High. And developing the strength and the fortitude of mind that the Most High blessed you with. I know it's hard. It's hard as hell. But, the more you lie to yourself, or you kick the can down the block and don't focus in on where you're weak at and what you're not putting back, as a part of yourself, the weaker you're going to get. That's the time we're in. There was once a time where you could leave yourself half put together, but, you need every piece of the puzzle, meaning your true makeup of yourself, to continue. You need every piece. And, the longer you put it off, I spoke about this in a video, the more you put off in regrouping and reinventing yourself in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the more, the further damage you're doing to yourself. And it's a slow death. It's not like a right-away death, in my opinion, all the time. It's a slow death. And you see it. You see it in the eyes of brothers and sisters when they're dying in spirit. You see it in their eyes. It's not hard to see. I mean, especially if you're in the spirit and you're fighting the good fight. So, just consider these things, keep things simple. When life was simple, when you were younger, things was much easier. Your problems didn't seem so, troubling. But, things are very complicated now. Very complicated. But, consider that. Consider those things, and don't be so hard on yourselves. And Don't let your sins weigh you down, as well as your a bad conscience or guilt. Clean yourselves up. Clean yourselves up. Focus on the Most High. Be consistent in righteousness, and start all over. Start all over. The Most High is merciful. You can always start all over. It's better to start all over than not to start at all. Focus and watch your surroundings and think spiritually. Shalom.